What it do, y'all? Bread took Rob, bread took gang forever. Um, Before we get into the work, man, Salah with Saint 3, August 4th, 2018 at the Midtown Arts Center. Doors open at 6. Show will start at 7. If you want tickets for that, man, inbox me. I can't put the video in my link. Excuse me, I can't put the link in my bio because that's where my videos are for my show. So I gotta let that run. So if you want tickets for that, man, go ahead, inbox me on that, man. Salah with Saint 3. It has a beautiful theme to it. I can't share the theme because I don't know if the homie Saint wants that out like that, but Salah with Saint 3, man, it's worth it, man. Salah with Saint 3 tickets on sale now. If you're in Houston, inbox me and we'll get you info on that. We'll get you in the building. Excuse me, let me sip this. Had to take the label off. They ain't paying. Dame Dash runs up on Lee Daniels, man. I love Dame Dash, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've always loved Dame Dash, man. When The Rock was doing this thing, Dame Dash was always my guy, man, because he was like the protector of The Rock. He would run up on cats. People didn't like him for that, but as I began to get older, I understand it now. And he was always, man, he always had this message of putting up your own dough, creating for yourself. Check this out, man. Before we get into the Dame Dash Lee Daniels situation. Dame Dash. Dame Dash, okay, you know they had the Rockefeller thing, and they started their own label because nobody was signed Jay-Z. But we all know that. But watch how Rockefeller was started. Jay-Z, Rockefeller, and all them, Jay-Z, Dame, Biggs, all the artists, they were wearing Iceberg clothing. At that time, y'all remember Iceberg had like the Looney Tunes on there. It was a clothing line. And they said they would go to the shows, and everybody in the shows would be wearing Iceberg because of them. And Dame Dash said, okay, we need to call a meeting with Iceberg. Dame Dash called a meeting with Iceberg. And they were sitting in Iceberg, and they told them, hey, man, when we go to the shows, Trey, what's up, fam? I'm going to be down in Dallas later on today. Dame said, man, when we go to the shows, everybody wearing Iceberg. Y'all need to work out a deal, some type of endorsement deal with us or something. And Iceberg was like, nah, man, we cool. Lipstick, Guns, and Pearls, what's up, girl? Iceberg said, nah, fam, we cool. Dame said, bet. Dame set everybody down. He said, look, we not wearing Iceberg anymore. We starting Rocawear. And ever since that moment, Iceberg was popular. I ain't seen Iceberg since. I ain't gonna lie. I think I went on their website, I want to say last year, to see if they still existed. And I ain't gonna lie. Nobody cares. Take a sip of my drink. On the podcast, when y'all hear them pauses like that, because I'm sipping my water with no label on it. Check this out. Dame Dash. Ever since the Rock breakup, Miss BJ, what's up, girl? Ever since the Rock breakup, I've been following Dame. I'm a Dame guy, man. I just connect to that guy, man. I love that guy because he speaks the message of independence. He speaks the message of when nobody wants to give you anything, when nobody wants to bring you in, you put yourself on. That's his whole message of independence. Dame has his own streaming service. Dame Dash Studios. It's $50 a month. No, excuse me, not $50 a month. It's $50 a year or $9.99 a month. It's like Netflix. I had it last year. I actually need to get it this year. I just paid the $50 flat because I love Dame. I support Dame. But it's his own Netflix. And he plays his own movies, his own content. You can watch Paid in Full on there. Paper Soldiers, which is the movie he put Kevin Hart in. And he says Kevin Hart won't even show him any love now. I got Paper Soldiers right here on my DVD rack. And that was Kevin Hart's first movie. Kevin Hart talks about that in his book. I forget the name of his book, but Kevin Hart talks about that in his book. Kevin Hart talks about how he was doing like local comedy, you know, in Philadelphia. Dame was at a show because, you know, Dame was in Philadelphia because like all them state property cats, Philadelphia. And, you know, Dame was like, man, I like this guy. We're going, hey, what you doing? I'm going to put you in a movie. And he put him in a movie. That movie was written by Charlie Murphy and 2 other people. But he put Kevin Hart in his first movie, and he said that, Kevin Hart said that once he got in that movie, his notoriety went up. He wasn't Kevin Hart, but he got that hood love, that barbershop love. People knew about him. And Dame says now, when Dame is putting out an independent film, and he asked Kevin Hart to share it on his Instagram, he won't do it. And I like Kevin Hart, but that's kind of funny style. I'm not gonna lie. You don't owe anybody, Kevin Hart, that I know of. You don't owe anybody. And I'm looking at Kevin Hart on my vision board because I'm saying I want to boss up. And Kevin Hart's one of the guys that I think is a boss. But Kevin Hart, you don't owe anybody. But when somebody puts you in your first movie and they're giving you love, why not return the love? And I don't know how he returned the love. Maybe he did, but that's not my place to speak on it. It just looks funny style. The optics look crazy. Dame Dash. Dame Dash was putting out independent movies. When we talk about independence, and I'm going to get into this, Fabulous One. What's up? Man, what's up, good? I'm my partner. When we talk about Dame Dash was putting out independent movies. He been doing this. It's 2 cats I know that was doing this on a serious level. You had Master P in the South, and you had Dame Dash on the East Coast. He gave us State Property 1, State Property 2. He gave us Paper Soldiers, Death of a Dynasty. He gave us, and his more recent ones, what's his more recent one? He just put out an independent movie that came out same day as Black Panther. Too honorable. I didn't see it. It's a little too... I'm not really with the street stuff and the whole black on black crime. I cringe with that. But I love Dame Dash. Take a sip of my water with no label. Dame Dash is the blueprint to independence. That's why I follow him. I've been following him before all this. Because he's telling you, when nobody else will back you, back yourself. That's what Dame Dash is saying to me. Or that's what Dame Dash is saying to everyone. He runs with Cameron. They both from Harlem. I'm looking at Killer Season on my DVD rack right now. Independence. Dame Dash is the reason why, or I could contribute. He is one of the, why am I saying contribute? He is one of the inspirations for my short film Hunt Money that I did. I shot with my phone, came out with a story arc, put it together, put my friends in. Because he was speaking on independence. When nobody will get you a shot and you have a vision, you have a dream. Independently figure it out. Hunt Money you can see on YouTube. Inbox me. You can go to YouTube later on. Go to Bread Tuck Legacy Films, and it'll pop up. Or inbox me, whatever. I'll shoot it to you on the inbox, whatever. Dame Dash. And I remember 3 years ago watching Dame Dash on YouTube because I keep up with Dame Dash, and he was talking about culture vultures. Another thing. He has a book out called Culture Vultures. I bought the audio book because I like the audio books. I like to hear these guys speak, but he also has it in physical form where he talks about these cats. Culture vulture is somebody who robs the culture, exploits the culture, and doesn't give back. And 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I remember him talking about Lee Daniels. I remember him saying, man, I gave Lee Daniels a shot, man, when nobody else would, man. Lee Daniels owes me $2 million. I got to get that back. I got to get that back. And I'm like, dang, $2 million, that's a lot of money, Lee Daniels. At that time, I didn't know who Lee Daniels was. Now, this may have been 4 years ago. I didn't know who Lee Daniels was. But I knew his work. I remember sitting in the barbershop watching a movie called Shadow Boxer with Cuba Gooding Jr. It wasn't a movie that was at the theater. It was a straight to DVD movie, and it was a dark movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. was his hitman, and his stepmother was this white woman. I think that introduced him to being a hitman, but he was having sex with her, and he loved her. But he ended up killing her. Woo! It was a dark movie. That was a movie that Lee Daniels directed. I remember being in the Empire at one point, but then it just got way too homosexual for me. It's like, okay, dog, we get it, you gay, but every other scene is them doing like some hardcore sex scenes and stuff. I'm like, I'm cool. I can't partake in this, and no disrespect to anybody. That's just something I can't sit through. Lee Daniels, I was a fan of that show up until that. But I'm watching this show. Then you have Precious that was successful. I didn't watch that. I can't watch stuff like that. You had, what other movie? The Butler that was successful with Oprah. You got Oprah in The Butler. Of course it's successful. My brother Forrest Whitaker in the movie. The brother from Red Tails in the movie. And I'm like, wow. Now, I didn't watch that because, again, it's certain black movies I can't watch. If it's just two shoot 'em up, kill with black folk against each other, I can't look at those. And movies where we're slaves and we talk the white man into giving us a chance and loving us, I don't watch that. If you're going to show me a slave movie, show me Birth of a Nation with Nat Turner. I like movies where we rise up, I rise up. Show me a movie where we rise up. Show me Django, which I wish it was written by a black man. But still, show me Django. If you're gonna show me movies where black people, with black people, I want to see where we come up out of something. Show me Get Out. I'm watching Get Out. Show me Black Panther, a movie that I'm looking at on my DVD rack, where we're kings, we're queens, we're into STEM research, we're into technology. Show me a movie like Low Down Dirty Shame, which I'm looking at on my joint. Show me a movie like Coming to America. I digress. Show me the Malcolm X. I'm looking at all this on my joint. But let me get back to the story. Lee Daniels. I just remember, dang, man. Culture vulture. Lee Daniels owes me $2 million. I loaned him money for The Woodsman with Kevin Bacon. He said he would give me my money. I gave him this money. When Disney wouldn't give him the money, Oprah wouldn't give him the money. He started naming real names. Because Lee Daniels came to Dame like, man, look, Oprah won't give me the money. Denzel won't loan me the money. Who else? He just started naming like big names. Because he needed $2 million to shoot this film. And because Dame Dash is a fan of, Dame Dash loves independence. He gave him the money. And he said, man, I'm going to invest in you. Not gave. I'm invest. I need that back. And if you think about it, not Kev. Dame is always giving somebody a shot, and Dame gets a bad rap. He helped, create Jay-Z, whether you like it or not. He gave us Kanye West. No matter how you feel about him right now, you loved him at one point. He gave us Kevin Hart. And there's other people that's not coming to my mind right now that Dame has positioned us to see. Dame Dash. And this went on for years of that brother Lee Daniels owing Dame $2 million. And I'm watching Dame's videos and I got to get that back. I got to get that back. We're going to handle this one day. And he said, I'm watching Dame say this 4 years ago. We're going to handle this one day. And while Dame's saying that, I'm seeing Empire be successful. I'm seeing the Butler be successful. I'm seeing Precious be successful. And it all came to a head this past week. Dame runs up on Lee Daniels at a Diana Ross concert. Now, that's nuts. A Diana Ross concert. Lee Daniels had a shawl around his neck. He just looking like he ready to levitate. And Dame runs up like, hey, fam. Mrs. P. Ellis, what's up, girl? Salite PMF. What's up, girl? I'm sorry if I'm jacking up your name. I apologize, boo. But your boy Lee Daniels there with his scarf on. I wonder if I can't wait for Diana Ross to come on. And Dame Dash runs up because he's thorough. Dame Dash runs up and he's like, hey fam, that $2 million though. I'm looking at the Butler. I'm looking at Empire. I'm looking at Precious. Where my bread at, bro? Irie Kitty, what's up, girl? Where my bread at, bro? And I remember, man, Dame Dash is so real. I love this cat. I remember watching Dame Dash years ago saying, bruh, I can't even look at the Butler because he owed me $2 million. Like, I can't, bro. It makes me feel a way because he got my money in his pocket. So Dame runs up on your boy at the Diana Ross concert. Who at a Diana Ross concert, no Dame? Really? Really, bro? Now that's nuts. But he runs up on him at the Diana Ross concert. And Dame is aggressive. But he's restraining himself. Because when somebody owes you $2 million, I ain't never had $2 million in my life. And I'm friendly. I'm not no gangster. I'm not Nino Brown. I'm not Ghost. I'm not Terrence Howard on Empire. But if you owe me $2 million and you got it and you not paying my money, man, I gotta come see about you, bro. Or I gotta send somebody to see about you. Speaking of Jay Prince, I just finished listening to the Jay Prince audio book. And Lee Daniels better be happy that he owed Dame Dash and not Jay Prince. Because there are many stories in James Andre Prince book where boys owed him money and he went and shed blood behind his money. There's a story on Floyd Mayweather. And I'm going to get back. Let me make a point here because it all makes sense. Jay Prince managed Floyd Mayweather when Floyd Mayweather was first coming up. Floyd Mayweather kind of got a little money, kind of started feeling himself, so he moved around on Jay Prince. Jay Prince got some of his cats, went to Vegas, went to the spot where Mayweather was training, and he was like, hey, man, you still owe me money, bro. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but you owe me money, though. Can I get that? And Mayweather start talking about some court stuff, man. We'll see it in court. We'll see it in court. Just like your boy Lee Daniels. Hey man, Jay Prince dudes tore that thing up. And then Mayweather's like, hey, okay, cool. I'm gonna get you that money. Cause sometimes it's not worth it to owe people money. But you got cats like Jay Prince who'll dislocate something on you to get that money up off you. Back to Lee Daniels and Dame though. So at this Diana Ross concert, with Lee Daniels with his shawl on, trying to enjoy, he couldn't even enjoy Diana Ross because Dame ran up on him. And Dame wasn't even supposed to be there. Dame's wife, Rocky, got tickets to the show, and she was like, hey, I can't make it. It's tickets to the Diana Ross concert. Lee Daniels gonna be there. Dame was like, cool, bet. Let me get those. So Dame runs up and he's like, hey fam, I loaned you $2 million to do this movie. You got the movie. I loaned it to you when nobody else gave you this money. Why you trying to play me, bro? Why do you feel like you can't pay me my money back? Why you feel like you can't respect me? Why do I have to look crazy to get my money back? And if you're watching that video on mute, Dame looks crazy. If you don't understand the context of it, if you weren't following the videos of Dame talking about Lee Daniels owing him money for years, if you haven't read or listened to the Culture Vulture book and you're watching it, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. But Dame says, why do I have to look crazy to get my money? And you can tell your boy Lee Daniels is uncomfortable. He got his shawl on. J Sam Leadership, what's up, fam? Your boy got his shawl on. Lee Daniels, he's like, Dame is aggressive right now. I don't know if he's going to hit me. But I'm just trying to listen to Diana Ross. I just felt like he wanted to take his shawl and do this, the scarf thing where you just throw it around your neck and you just... I feel like Lee Daniels would whip his hair. If he had hair, he'd whip his hair. But you can see Lee Daniels he looks intimidated. It's very uncomfortable for him. Lee Daniels, all you had to do was pay him his money a long time ago. We move on from that situation. I see a TMZ interview, or a clip of a TMZ interview that's going to air on July 2nd. And I got to shout Lee Daniels out because he kept it thorough in that clip. He said, it hit me right there. Dame Dash did loaned me this money when Disney wasn't trying to mess with me. Lionsgate, Paramount. He started naming all these big companies that would not loan him $2 million for him to get his dream out. And he said, Damon crazy behind loan me the money. I do owe him the money, and I'm going to work something out with him. And my thing is, maybe the wording is crazy. Why work something out with him? Just give him his money. Actually, you should give him money. You should tag a little interest on that thing, man. Dame just asking for his investment back. And when Dame was getting on his behind, Dame was saying, I need that money to fund my own projects. My children are in private school. And I'm like, man, you killing me with this Lee Daniels impression. Shout out to Lee Daniels. I don't know him like that. He puts out some good work. I used to watch Empire at one point, but it's just funny. I didn't know he talked like that. But shout out to him. No disrespect to him, Lee Daniels. And I'm only doing that because he owes Dame money, and Dame is my guy. And Deion Sanders, boy, pay that man. Pay that man his money. But Dame Dash is saying, man, look, my kids are in private school, and Dame Dash is an independent. Lee Daniels, just pay him. But Lee Daniels said he's going to pay him. Now, there was also, they went to court for this years ago, and the judge ordered Lee Daniels to pay Dame Dash his money. And Lee Daniels was like, okay, for him to get his money, I'm gonna make him a producer on, I think it was a producer on Empire or the Richard Pryor biopic that's coming. It's a Richard Pryor biopic coming that Lee Daniels is directing. It was either he was gonna put him as a director on Empire or that. But Dame like, nah, man, no more of the games, bro. Just give me my, like, just reach in your pocket and give me my money, bro. Cash at me my money, bro. And this makes me evaluate my life. It makes me reevaluate the people in my life. And I'm like, man, there's cats out here that owe me money, bro. But now, of course, there ain't no $2 million. Now, I do believe, I'm a firm believer, when you loan somebody money that you can't, that the money that you're afraid that you're able to lose. The girl next door, 17, what's up, girl? Loan somebody the money, loan somebody an amount that you're okay with losing. And be prepared to lose that person as a friend or an associate. Because if they prove themselves to be non-thorough, you're going to have to make a decision. If they prove themselves to have horrible character, you're going to have to make a decision. Because it's people out here who owe me money who try to act like I forgot or act like they forgot. And I'm judging your character, dog. I can't call another man a man if he owes me money and is purposely not paying me back. Now, it's one thing if you owe somebody money and you don't have it, but you constantly letting them know, hey, dog, I thought I was going to have it to you back on this time. This came up, this came up, this came up. That constant communication, that's important. If you owe me money, you got to communicate with me. Don't dodge me. Let me know. And another thing, if you owe somebody money, hey, I know I owe you 100, man. Man, things coming up, woo, woo, woo. But hey, here's 10, right? Can I give you 10? That shows that your character is intact. So I want to say Lee Daniels, for a long time, his character was looking a little funny in the light. But Damon had to run up on him, give him that reality check, and let him know, hey, man, you owe me money. And Lee Daniels said that was a wake-up for him. That woke him up. I do owe him money. He did come through for me when nobody else did. I need to get him his money back. And he said Damon was right. So the narrative on Dame is he's crazy, he's hard to work with, but all he wants is what's his, man. And then because he's a black man and he's not afraid to say what's on his mind, he's always going to get that negative energy associated with him. And that's not the case, man. Dame, I love you, fam. Lee Daniels, shout out to you for finally getting it. But y'all know what it is, man. I got to make moves right now, man. Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang Forever. Bread Tuck Legacy Show. This is like episode 10 or 9, something like that. I forgot. And I'm sorry for being late, y'all. Man, I just stayed asleep, man. But y'all still got the show. But y'all know what it is. Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang Forever. H-Town all day. Y'all mucho, take it easy.